Present simple. Present generic, habitual, instantaneous, atemporal. Past and future. Considering the following: A. John drinks wine. B. Iwan Bavin. C. Wrong. Look, Harry runs by the house. D. Wrong. They finally fix the sidewalk. Habitual predicates. Non-stative predicates in the simple present tense in English have default habitual reading. John drinks wine. Iwan Bavin. The first meaning and the second meaning. English present simple not used for event reporting. A. Look, Harry runs by the house is wrong. B. They finally fixed the sidewalk. English present is equal with exotic, which is from the Cooper 1986. It requires higher degree of coincidence between speech time and event time than the present tense form of other languages. Michaelis 2018. Need for periphrastic constructions. Present progressive for ongoing situation. For instance, A. They are finally fixing the sidewalk. B. John is drinking wine. C. Look, Harry is running by the house. Reference time equals speech time. Event time includes reference time. Situation is unfolding at reference time, ongoing, not completed or terminated. A. Mary works at Belcour. Mary is beautiful. The building is beautiful. The engine smokes. Habituals. Interval of unspecified duration that coincides with a substantial part of the existence of the subject. Length. Relatively long duration. B. Mary is working at Belcour this summer. The engine is smoking a lot. This is progressive habituals. Stage level predicates. Temporary habits. According to Kearns 1991. Generic sentences. A. Dogs chase cars. Is the simple present tense the specific grammatical marker of genericity? B. Dogs chased cars in those days. C. During that summer, parents were keeping their children indoors. Generic sentences. B. Dogs chased cars in those days. C. During that summer, parents were keeping their children indoors. Generic or habitual sentences can be expressed through other grammatical means: past simple, past progressive with habitual value. True, which is generic sentences including speech time. Genericity, a prototype-based concept. Langecker, 1996, Michaels, 2008. Instantaneous simple present. Performative verbs: I agree, I object, etc. Situation subjectively presented as if simultaneous with speech time. Event time equals speech time. Running commentaries and demonstrations. Conventional context: speaker equals commentator, like sports, etc. I add 2 cups of flour and fold in gently. We begin by calculating the correction factor, and Damon Hill exits the chicane and wins the Japanese Grand Prix. Semi-formulaic context: here comes the boss, up he goes, Bob goes the whistle. Huddleston Pollum 2002. The timeless use of the present simple. H and P. A. Raina. I'm sorry I frightened you. She takes up the pistol and hands it to him. Pray, take it to protect yourself against me. Man, grinning wearily at the sarcasm as he takes the pistol. No use, dear young lady. There's nothing in it. It's not loaded. Cornelia Funk, Ink Heart. Maggie loves books. So does her father, Mo, a bookbinder, although he has never read aloud to her. They live quietly until the night a stranger knocks at their door. He has come with a warning that forces Mo to reveal an extraordinary secret. See Season 1, Episode 19. The Enterprise experiences strange time distortions as the crew helps an alien scientist who claims to have opened a window into another dimension. Men jump through fire to pray for well-being, safety, and peace in Poxia, ancient city, China. The present simple with past values. What is the effect of using the present simple in A. Headlines, B. Informal narratives. Homelessness shapes Denver's mayoral race. In Paris referendum, 89% of voters back a ban on electric scooters. Blizzard warnings posted at high impact snowstorm takes aim at northern plains, upper Midwest. How green is your favorite Easter egg? Scientists reveal the most environmentally friendly chocolates. B. Well, anyways, there I am having a good time, and all of a sudden, a bunch of fellows dressed as French cops come up and start pushing me around. So when they push me, I push them. It wasn't more than about half a minute when one of these palookas suddenly pulls out a young carving knife and sticks me in the wishbone with it. Good and hard it sticks me, and it got me plenty sore. And I says to myself, what the hell, P.G. Woodhouse. The present simple with past values, novels. Here are two excerpts where the tense of the narrative is the present. What stylistic effect does it have? Note the use of the present perfect to signal anteriority of the present continuous to describe ongoing situations. Adrenaline shoots through me and I sling the pack over one shoulder and run full speed for the woods. I can hear the blade whistling toward me and reflexively hike the pack up to protect my head. The blade lodges in the pack, both straps on my shoulders now. I make for the trees. At first I have no idea what she's pointing to, but then about 15 feet up I make out the vague shape in the dimming light. So, is that what hangs above me? I look back to Rue for help, but she's melted into her tree. Sue Collins, The Hunger Games. In our mutual friend, the tense of the narrative is past. However, caricature-like episodes featuring the upstarts veneerings are narrated in the present. Comment on the stylistic effect. Note the passage to the past tense as the plot of the novel continues. The butler returning, everybody looks at him, not because anybody wants to see him, but because of that subtle influence in nature which impels humanity to embrace the slightest opportunity of looking at anything rather than the person who addresses it. When everybody but Mortimer himself becomes aware that the butler is, in a ghostly manner, offering him a folded paper, Mortimer, in spite of all the arts of the butler, placidly refreshes himself with a glass of Madeira and remains unconscious of the document which engrosses the general attention until, upon which the butler advances it under the nose of Mortimer, who looks round at him. Mortimer stares at him and unfolds the paper, reads it twice, turns it over to look at the blank outside, reads it a third time. Mortimer requested to see the messenger who had brought the paper. He was a boy of about 15. Mortimer looked at the boy. See Dickens, our mutual friend. Future value. Obligatory time AV. Adverb. Absence of time adverbial makes sentence difficult or impossible to interpret as future, would lead to default habitual interpretation or possibly instantaneous present, high degree of certainty, calendar, cyclic events, scheduled events. The semester ends on May 31st. The sun rises at 6:49 tomorrow. Future value. The semester ends on May 31st. The sun rises at 6:49 tomorrow. So we have reference time equals speech time and tense equal present. We have also event time after reference time, future time adverbial plus semantic coercion. The coercion-based account Michael is 2008 durative situation cannot fit inside present moment, flipped onto one side of uh, speech time to avoid semantic conflict. Other means of expressing the future. We meet tomorrow. We are meeting tomorrow. It expires tomorrow. It is expiring tomorrow. Wrong. It rains tomorrow. Also wrong. The sun is rising at 6:49 tomorrow. But it can have a double sense. It is expiring in 2 years. A. Mary work at Belcourt this week. B. Mary has fun at the beach this week. C. This doesn't have a really great explanation. The Red Sox defeat the Yankees tomorrow. D. The Red Sox play the Yankees tomorrow. Rest while you can. We ride at moonrise. B. Here's the plan. I kill them all and you guys escape. So you, me, and Jason distract him. Piper sneaks around and frees her dead. Will, volition, model. I won't do it. That's final. I simply will not do it. If you will conduct yourself with discretion, I might then assist with your arrangements. I'll make some tea. Prediction. I guess someone will find it eventually, maybe 100 years from now. Future meaning. Future as a matter of course. Leach, 1971. Volition. A. Will you put on another play soon? B. Will you be putting on another play soon? The next mission will be landing at the Schiaparelli crater, 3,200 kilometers away. So 3,200 kilometers away. In fact, their Aston vehicle is already there. I know because I watched Martinez land it. Like other presidents running for re-election before him, Barack Obama will not be launching any controversial policies in 2012. A happier prospect is the knowledge that the United States will not be starting any discretionary wars like the one in Iraq. I'll be playing with high voltage power tomorrow. Can't imagine anything going wrong with that. This whole act like we are in a battle thing where we aren't supposed to get out, I'd really appreciate it if you could ease up enough to let us make sure the ship isn't falling apart. I'll get back to you. I'll be sitting here in my couch doing nothing.